Good morning, y'all. It's Miro We Slow here in the house. Miro We Slow, like we are slow, though we really, really aren't. How you doing, everybody? How you doing? How you feeling? It's a beautiful time to be alive, beautiful day. If you're watching the video on YouTube or Facebook, you might see that I got a hat on and I got an Under Armour on. You know why? Because I'm in Chicago and it is damn cold. I mean, it's been below freezing already. Like we've already had below freezing, and it's only beginning of November. We actually got a big snow, like big snow day that came through on Halloween. So that was quite something. I don't ever recall snow on Halloween. I think it's every kid's dream though. It's got to be every kid's dream, right? Like snowballs, and you get to dress up and do crazy wild things and get candy. And instead of throwing eggs, you can throw snowballs. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's got to be for something. Uh, but yeah, thanks so much all for tuning in, for listening. It's can't believe we're already getting up, in episodes with Boss to Boss here, already around the 150 marker as we're doing this, and it's crazy. This is actually number 150. Yeah, this is actually. I was just informed that it came in. It came in. Steve Wiley spoke to my ear, and he told me this is episode 150. So I want to thank all of you for tuning in, for listening, being here with us through it all. The good times, the bad times, my rants. I mean, especially with the rants, like I tell it how it is. I've been through some tough times. I'm going through a really tough time right now. I feel like I'm doing kind of better than I was a few weeks back, but still going through a tough time. And with the interviews, just how far we've come. Like you've seen, listen to one of our few first episodes and the quality, and then listen to one of the newer ones and the quality, and just me, how comfortable I've gotten over time, and how much better my my interviewer skills, and just the questions I ask, the conversations. I have so much more fun with it. It's like it just is what it is. It's like natural now. It's like a second nature thing, and um and it's fun. And it's fun because it's something I get to do as a little escape. It's a little escape from the day-to-day life. I put my phone on silence. I sit here in front of this camera and I speak to you, to this microphone. I speak to you all, and I just speak my mind, and I'm listened to, and people listen to me, and it feels amazing, and I want to listen to all of you too. So please reach out to me, reach out to us. Go to our website, boss2boss.com. That's boss, the number 2 boss.com. Reach out to us. There's a contact me, message us section at the bottom when you scroll down. And yeah, we definitely, I want to hear from you too. I want to know what keeps you going, what keeps you listening, and I'm curious where you're working at. I'm actually genuinely curious where you were working at. If not, are you starting up a business? Are you trying to start up a business? Are you in that initial startup phase still, like I am? I'm in year 3 now of Hodgepodge, which for those that have been following, it's this environmental junk removal, decluttering, moving company, where we keep things out of the waste stream, prevent them from being thrown out. And we work with a whole bunch of charities, and it's been awesome. But with that comes a lot of pains as we've grown, the ups and downs, a lot of costs. It's been hard kind of staying above water at times. So especially for me, since I'm not really paying myself out too much. I currently live in my fiance's mom's basement. I do, I do, and I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to talk about it. I've been battling through depression, anxiety over the years. I'm much better with it now, hence why I'm doing the things I'm doing. But it's like something that has played such a big part and role in my life as well. The constant struggle and battle, and it's been rewarding. It's been rewarding to know that here I am sitting in front of you talking, speaking my mind, and knowing that I didn't give up. I kept it going. I did about 100 episodes with Love the Journey, my first podcast, which was very, very rough, very rough. But if you check it out on wherever, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, it's a good one. I was definitely my head was definitely in a good place, but I the quality was just crazy different. But 100 episodes there, 150 now, so it's like 250 almost. And it's just like, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. Like, this is not going anywhere. This is not. If someone told you that Miro was going to stop with this podcast because someone made fun of him about doing it or gave him shit, hell no. They were very wrong. I ain't going anywhere. This is fun. I love it, and I'm keep doing it. Through the tough times, through the struggles, and I guess recently I've mentioned that you know the ups and downs. It's so they continue with running a business. They continue. Now I run two businesses technically. One with Hodgepodge, and then the other is Boss to Boss with Steve Wiley. We do that together, and the podcast. I guess I don't like to call it a business. It's not something I want to make, what I'm trying to make it out to be. That's not exactly what it is. It's got a purpose though. It's a for purpose um company, I guess you can say. I don't know. The word choice is skeptical, right? I don't know. I don't like using business because I don't want to make it seem like that's what it is. This is a passion and a hobby, and it always will be one. But at the same time, to keep things going, there's strategies we have to implement, marketing techniques. We want to grow. We want to grow at the same time, just like with anything. You put time and a lot of money. This podcasting isn't. It could be very cheap, especially in the beginning when you use like an app called Audible, for example, like I did back in the day, and you use your phone. And yes, you can do it like that. You're not going to get the same results probably. No, you won't. You won't. But then eventually, once you want to start buying better things, mixers, speakers, and cameras and microphones, depending if you're doing video as well, things get costly. You want to invest some ads, or do some meetups. That costs money. Get your episodes edited. That costs a lot of money. Hosting, that costs a lot of money. Website, mark all that stuff. It adds up. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of money, and that's why technically it is considered, I guess, like a company. It's a hobby and a passion project. I guess that's a good way to put it. It's a project. It's an ongoing project, and it's a lot. It's running two things. It's a lot, but it can be very rewarding, especially when good things come about. Um, so you got to kind of look at the wins, the small wins, because there's too many negative things out there, too many people on social media putting you down. I've kind of witnessed that firsthand, of social media putting people down, and it will, because things are so glorious and glorified and just perfect on social media. 99% of the time, not too many people post real things about the struggles and whatnot. But a lot of times it's just so perfect and so nice, and the trips and the food and the cars and the views. And it makes others like us struggle, because we see that we're putting in the constant work day in, day out. We've gone, we went to school, we did our time, we put in the efforts, we constantly are still putting it in. We wake up, we put in the hours, but we don't see the results. And we see others that are putting in half the time, not more time than us. They don't have as good of an education, but they're killing it. They're just doing so good, and everything is so perfect. It always is perfect. So just get that shit out of your head. I'm telling you, it's not always perfect. And a lot of the people that do this and post how amazing everything is, it isn't always like that. And it's nice to know that there are people out there that are real. There are podcasts, there are people out there that are real, that will share true wins, true struggles, because life is beautiful and it's what you make of it. If you believe everything will be positive and great, it will be. But at the same time, you can't get lost in the world of social media and getting yourself stuck and into depression and down because others are killing it. Everybody's killing it and crushing it and doing so amazing. But in reality, it's not always so perfect. The struggles are real, and I experience those struggles day in, day out. I don't always have the most money to be able to go places and do the things I want to do. I have to live humbly. I have to watch how I spend. There's certain things that come with entrepreneurship. They do. And it's real. It's real. But the little wins along the way, the little wins, that customer smile, that person smile, knowing that you're helping support someone, their families, there's people out there that are counting on you to go on with life and to do bigger, better things. And those little wins, they add up, and you have to sit back and 'cause sometimes just look back and breathe and realize that those little wins are worth it, and they keep adding up. They keep adding up. They keep adding up. So keep it going. Keep your head up. Don't let all that noise get in the way, because you know where you want to head to. You do. We know you do. And I know I do. I know where I want to get to. I do. And I know this is going to be real. I know the business is going to blow up. I know the podcast is going to keep blowing up, and it kind of already has. And I want to thank every single one of you for the continued listening, because you are the ones. I love you all. You are the ones that keep this thing going. And you just got to keep going. You have to, because what else would you do? Sit back and watch Netflix and let your life pass you by? Or, I mean, hopefully Netflix doesn't ever come up to me. I mean, it would be amazing if they try to sponsor this show, but man, they would hate me. They'd probably be like, "You got to talk more about Netflix and how good it is for you. Come on, man." I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Nah, I'm not going to sell out. Oh, man, I love you all. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. If you can, please leave us a review on iTunes. Just click Boss. Check out Boss to Boss. You're probably already on it. But if you're not on iTunes, if you can go to it, please scroll down to the bottom, write a review. Leave how many stars you think we deserve. Give us some feedback. You let us know. But we really appreciate all of you, and small things like that, the likes, the shares, the comments, the reviews. Those are the things that really help us out. Like, we're not asking for money, but those are the small little things, if they take a few seconds to do, but they mean so much to small businesses, to younger companies, to startups. Even though this podcast is growing so much, there's so much help we could use as well, because there are big players out there. There always are the corporations, the big money people. So any little thing helps. The shares, the comments, the likes, the reviews. Thank you so much. Crush the rest of your week, and I hope this episode really, really hit home. I really do.
That is all for this episode of Boss to Boss. Your next step is to visit bosstoboss.com, where you will find proven techniques followed by professionals to help you make that next step. Again, that is boss2boss.com. And remember, the time is now.